Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing today? It's another beautiful day for me. I hope it's another beautiful day for thee. And today we're going to talk about NaNoWriMo, okay? NaNoWriMo. I'm sorry, I was a little too passionate there. I was a little too extra there. Let me step it down a notch, okay? But before we talk about that, because it is November, we'll talk about that. But just one moment, just want to do a little bit of housekeeping because it's been a little while. I've been working on the website and I got it just the way I like it for now. So that's the first update. The second update is we have a host. Oh my God, I'm super happy. I am proud to announce that for the time being, until I don't like it anymore, which we'll see, the SoundCloud will be our host. I have put the podcast, at least the first few episodes, on SoundCloud. Feel free to go to SoundCloud. I have the link in the description. It's also in the comment section. It is Zolyin.net. So it's got its own URL. Now that used to be the YouTube. Don't worry. The YouTube also has a URL of its own. The YouTube channel URL is ZolyinYouTube.com. See? So now you don't even have to worry about figuring out what the URL is gonna be. Oh, the bunch of gobbledygook, I gotta save it. You don't have to save it, just type the whole thing out like that and you'll be all there. The blog is still gonna be Zolyin.com. You could always feel free to go there. I always recommend going there. First of all, the blog is my headquarters. It's beautiful. I love it. I work on a new piece as much as I can. My goal is to get to the point where I'm doing a new post every day, right? Maybe take a break on the weekends. I don't know. We'll see. Until I run out of juice. We'll see how that goes. I run out of gas, then maybe that may be a problem, but we'll see. But anyways, definitely go to the blog for the show notes, or as I like to call it, the ZolNotes. Okay, so go there. You can get all the little notes in there, and then you can listen to the show while you do so on the SoundCloud. Okay, you can feel free to listen to the YouTube still if you'd like. I'm just gonna upload it there until I think at some point I'll probably kind of veer off and do other things with the YouTube channel. We'll see. Time will tell. But I'm definitely stay subscribed. I'm still gonna upload the podcast there. Don't worry, no worries there. But if you prefer to listen on your mobile device and you just want to do it that way, then feel free. God bless. Anyways, so back to our main topic, NaNoWriMo. What is NaNoWriMo? Let's talk about that. NaNoWriMo stands for National Novel Writing Month. So for those of you who don't know, every November, many writers around the world get together, or maybe they don't get together, they just write at home. It doesn't matter. They get together online and they write a 50,000 word document. And that 50,000 word document-ish, it's supposed to be their book, right? That's the idea, right? Now, I personally believe that you don't have to write a full book. You can write whatever, as long as it's 50,000 words or somewhere around there, in my personal opinion. It's flexible to me. I don't think it should be a novel itself per se. It could be articles. It could be like a journal diary entry or something like that. Doesn't matter. As long as what you're writing is, close to that area, that zone of 50,000 or something where it's a pretty meaty, piece of writing, That's the idea. Now, there's good things and bad things about NaNoWriMo. The good thing is it's a big community thing, and just like I mentioned, people love getting together and kind of, building towards something like that camaraderie, that networking. It's very healthy for that. I like that. That's a very positive thing that more people need to do. Have these create these little events or whatever for that purpose, for the purpose of the networking itself, not the purposes of writing. You should be, and this is the negative part. My thing is, you should always be writing. You should be writing already. Every day, you should be spending like an hour if you have it, 2 hours if you got it, or more if you can, on writing. if you are a writer, you have to be writing. You have to be writing, because if you're not writing, writing is like a muscle. Let's just get it out of the way. Writing is like a muscle, okay? If you're not exercising that muscle, you're gonna atrophy that muscle, right? That muscle will not be as good. It'll be rusty. You're gonna have challenges later that are avoidable. They're not challenges that build you. You want to be getting better. Every day you should be getting better. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse, okay? You're getting worse if you're not getting better. And I can speak from experience, because I took a few years off from writing. Let me tell you guys something. I used to have impeccable writing skills, okay? When I was in college, my writing skills were on point, okay? What happened? I decided to go into the workforce after I was done college. I said, let me just take a few years off, and I'm gonna go and do my master's or whatever, right? Now, I let the time slip by, and I did not touch another piece of paper. I did not type anything, for writing purposes for years, y'all, years. And let me tell you something. I definitely paid for that. I paid for it big time. So don't end up like me and let the time slip away, because make no mistake, we will die one day. Okay, you do not sleep on time. Okay, time is ticking. The end reality is at the end of the day, we're born, we'll live, and we'll die. And if you're already, let's be real, we don't know when that's gonna come up. Let's be real. No one knows when that's gonna come up. No one knows when that time's coming. And if you wanna be writing something that's your masterpiece, your big whatever, your big modus operandi. My bad. I meant to say magnum opus. What happened there? The wrong words got grabbed. If you want to be creating that masterpiece, that magnum opus, you have to start today. You have to write and get your practice in. Get all that rust out of your system, okay? Before you build more rust, get the kinks out of your system. Get yourself sorted, okay? You have to. That is a requirement of you, because you're gonna, at some point, not be on this earth anymore. You will be wherever you'll be. Okay, that's a very debated topic. But again, every day, make the most of it. That's the part about you that has to be a writer, right? You want to write something, you want to make something, you want to build something, you want to create a universe, right? You want to create that thing that's in your mind, right? That's your goal, is to build this story that you want to tell to the universe, right? If you want to do that, you gotta start now. You can't be like, I'll do it on NaNoWriMo, and then when NaNoWriMo's over, you're like, I have to wait a whole year before NaNoWriMo. No. December can be NaNoWriMo too, and then January, and February, and March. You know what I mean? You gotta get into the mindset of every day be writing. Some of you are not doing that. You're just sitting there, kind of twiddling your thumbs, talking about what the next topic you want to do. Just like, why don't you write something for fun that you like to do? Because you never know if that's gonna be a project. It might be the next book. That funny story you had, that funny idea you had, that could be your next book. That could be the next book, and you don't even know it. I mean, you could just be writing, just putting it together. You could just be doing it piece by piece every day. It's called the compound effect. Have you ever heard of that? The compound effect. It's where you do a little bit of something every day, and it builds up. You build up that habit of getting into the mode of writing. You're getting into that flow state of getting it done. And when you get that done, when you get all those pieces together, and you have a ginormous piece of writing, a completed work, you have something you can take either to an editor or you can edit yourself. And before you know it, you have a finished product, something you can sell or something you can just show off, whatever. But the point is, it's completed. The project is completed. And you did it with passion because you picked a topic, right? You picked a topic that you like doing. You took your time doing it, right? And when I say time, I mean you sat down and you said, okay, I'm gonna write whatever my threshold is, 1 hour. I'm gonna get a good 1 hour of work done, and you did it. So that's the most important thing, because at the end of the day, people can see through you. People can see if you're being authentic or not. Trust me, in the age of the internet, you cannot be fake. You have to be genuine. That is the greatest tool you have to being a successful author, and also successful salesperson, and also successful, brand. Because when you write and when you create something and you share it with your audience, you are a brand. People trust you when they see your work and they say this person loves this thing that they're doing, and they're not just quote unquote doing it for the money. They take it, they read it, they enjoy it, and they share it with somebody else. And that is your marketing strategy. That is how you make NaNoWriMo work for you. Okay? If you take that mindset of NaNoWriMo and you make it an annual thing, an everyday thing, as opposed to once a month, once a year, whatever. If you make it a everyday thing, you take that annual idea and you make it your day-to-day experience, you will have results. You will get results. Anyways, so that's enough about that. If you like this video, if you like this podcast, hit the like button, share it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you are subscribed to the channel, that's great. If you are not and you watch through the channel, please consider hitting subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.